All right, so instead of going over DQ's presser, we're going to go over a move that was made this morning that was kind of unexpected. Guard Nate Herbig, who he signed in free agency, former Pittsburgh Steeler and Philadelphia Eagle, he has retired from the NFL, which is interesting, man. We signed him to a one-year deal, obviously in free agency, back in free agency, and I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked to see that we placed him on the reserve retire list, meaning that he retired, right? I thought that he was a really good signing, a really good depth signing. He played well in the past when he had to come in games, so I thought he was a really, really good signing as depth, but apparently he has now decided to retire, which I wonder the reason why. Maybe after one practice, after one DQ practice and pads the heat out, he was like, you know what, this ain't for me. But it is interesting, very interesting. So now after this, I do wonder if they'll maybe go out and sign a guy to replace Nate Herbig as depth. I mean, we still got Nick Allegretti, who's able to play guard and center. Nate Herbig able to play guard and center. So we have Nick Allegretti, right? Andrew Wiley can play guard. Michael Dieter, we re-signed him in free agency. I don't like Michael Dieter at all. He sucked for us last year when he had to come into games, but apparently they like his flexibility and like what he provides as depth. So he's still here, right? So we still have some depth, but it wouldn't shock me if we decide to bring someone in to replace Nate Herbig. So once again, Nate Herbig has decided to retire from the NFL. All right, so let's get to some play-by-play. Chris Moore, he actually had a pretty good day today. He had a solid contested catch during 11v11 drills. He had a circus catch over Jonathan Jones, and Jonathan Jones was all over him. It was clearly a pass interference, yet he made the catch. Pretty sure it was a one-handed catch, and it was a throw by Sam Hartman. So, hey man, Chris Moore, he's one of the guys that has been standing out thus far during training camp, and he is in the mix for the last receiver spot. He's been standing out more than Ja'Cory Brooks, to be honest with you, over the past couple of days, like 2-3 days, including today. So, hey man, Chris Moore, he continues to play well. He could have a real shot to make the roster. Now, he also had a drop today on a deep ball from Jaden Daniels. It literally went right through his hands. It was really good coverage by Marshawn Lattimore, who, by the way, had a really good day. I'll get to that in a little bit. But, yeah, Chris Moore had a drop, and you got to catch that. If you want to make the roster, you got to catch that. But overall, he had a really good day, but you would like to see him catch that deep ball, especially if it was a dime that reporters are saying by Jaden Daniels. Like, you got to catch that. But, again, Chris Moore did have a good day overall. The DBs had themselves a day, man. Once again, Marshawn Lattimore, mentioned him just a second ago. He had a really, really good day. He was holding his own today. The quarterbacks were really targeting him a whole lot today, and he held his own, so that is great to hear. Mikey Sanders still, he continues to make plays, man. I mean, I'm so excited to watch Mikey this year. Like, I think he can become an all-pro in a year or two, and it would not shock me if he becomes a Pro Bowler this year or next year, man. I think Mikey is going to be an absolute dog. JD5 had a deep pass intended for Chris Moore. It wasn't the one he dropped, but I'm pretty sure it was a different one. It was during 11-on-11 drills, and Mikey Sanders and Quan Martin provided tight coverage, and the pass ended up being incomplete. So, not just Mikey Sanders still balling out, but Quan Martin has been balling out as well. And obviously Trey Amos, didn't hear a bunch from him today, but he's had a great camp thus far as well. He's been pretty much locked down. So, man, I know Terry isn't out there, so guys aren't creating a lot of separation and stuff like that. But I think that our secondary, man, is going to be so much improved this year. Sam Hartman had a really good day today. Today's actually his birthday. I'm pretty sure he turned 26, which is, I mean, kind of crazy for a guy who is in the second year in the NFL, right? But, you know, he came out as an older prospect anyway, so not too much of a surprise. But he had a good day. He hit Casimir Allen for a deep touchdown at the end of practice, and he had a nice pass to Deebo Samuel. Pretty sure it was for a big gain. So I'm not really sure why Hartman's throwing to Deebo Samuel, but maybe they're just trying things. But it is good to hear that Sam Hartman had a pretty good day. Marcus Mariota did not practice today. They're just trying to limit him a little bit. That's what they do with all of our veterans, right? Give them some vet day offs, and that's basically what they did with Mariota. Although he participated in individual drills, he did not participate in team drills, right? But again, good to hear that Sam Hartman, had a good day. He is in competition for the third QB spot. We'll see who gets it between him and Josh Johnson. Noah Igbenogany and Jonathan Jones also had good days. They made some pretty nice plays on the ball today. Jonathan Jones had a nice pass breakup on a deep route, and Noah Igbenogany also had a nice pass breakup as well. So again, man, I just love our cornerback room. We have good starters and a really good depth in Noah Igbenogany and Jonathan Jones. Both guys can play on the inside and on the outside, so that's the versatility they provide. So again, man, our secondary is going to be so much improved this year. A rookie standing out, Kane Madrano. He had a nice pass breakup in the flats, and on the following play, he had an interception over the middle, mid-interception on Sam Hartman. So we really haven't heard much about Kane Madrano so far through camp, so it is good to hear that he made a couple of nice plays today. I don't expect to see him a lot on defense this year. However, he'll be used a lot on special teams, but it is good to hear that he made some plays today for sure. Another rookie who showed out today and continues to show out is Ja'Cory Crosky-Merritt. He got first team reps today with Jayden Daniels in the first team offense, of course. And man, I'm not too surprised by that because, like I've said countless times throughout the offseason and through training camp, Ja'Cory Crosky-Merritt has skills that no other running back in this running back room has. He has quickness. He has lateral agility. He has home run hitting speed, man. No other running back in our room has that. So he brings a different element to this offense. So if he continues to show out during training camp and in the preseason, Ja'Cory Crosky-Merritt, he can get a lot of snaps early on in the season. And as the season goes on, he can get an increase in snaps, and he could eventually be the lead back for us. Then finally, Deebo Samuel, he made a nice diving catch on a deep pass from Jaden Daniels, and it drew a lot of cheers from the crowd. So those two guys just keep building rapport with each other, Deebo and Jayden. And Deebo listening to all the haters. He's listening to all the haters, man. And he ain't riding back. He finna ball out this year, man. I'm so excited to watch him. I mean, with Jaden Daniels as his quarterback and Cliff Kingsbury as his play caller, I mean, he's never had a quarterback like Jaden Daniels in his career. Brock Purdy, he's good. Jimmy G, back in 2019, he was good. They aren't Jaden Daniels. They are not Jaden Daniels. And Kyle Shanahan, he's amazing, but, Cliff's offense is different, and the way we'll utilize him in this offense, along with Jaden Daniels being his quarterback, I think Deebo Samuel is going to have a huge year for us. All right, so that is it for day 6 of Commanders training camp. Overall, the defense continues to shine. The offense had an up and down day, but, some big plays were still made. Sam Hartman had a good day. Jaden and Debo connection still looking super strong. Super excited to watch them this upcoming season. The Terry situation, I know I haven't, really talked about that. The report from Adam Schefter yesterday about him wanting a lot more than DK. Like, I forgot the exact term he used, but like DK is making $33 million and Terry wants probably like 2, 3, maybe even 4 million more than that, which is insane. He used considerably. Adam Schefter used the term considerably, which means like Terry wants like 2, 3, 4 million more than DK, which is insane. Like, that DK contract was an overpay, and we don't want to overpay Terry, right? So, it's insane that Terry and his camp want that much money, and I understand if that's what's holding this process up, because that's just way too much money, man. We cannot give Terry that. We love Terry, but we can't give him that money. That's way too expensive. And Courtland Sutton got paid yesterday, and he got a 4-year, $92 million contract. And although Terry's better than Sutton, they're the same age, and they're coming off of similar seasons in terms of production, right? So, we'll see how this Terry situation ends up, but I'm still optimistic that a deal will get done. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like down below, subscribe if you're not already subbed up, and turn on notifications. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.